Hey guys, what is up? Sam or Scorpiola here, bringing you guys a very exciting video going over all of the content that has just come into Modern Warfare and Warzone Season 4. We've got new maps, modes, features, brand new weapon mastery challenges. There's honestly going to be so much to talk about, so strap in and enjoy the video. So the first thing you're probably going to be wondering is why the hell is this update so large? 35 gigabytes on PS4 and then up to 50 gigs on the other consoles? What the hell? Well, what they're actually doing is making us re-download a lot of the assets we already have but compressed down, so once you've actually downloaded it, it will make the game take up a little less space, with the new season only making the game grow by an additional 4 gigabytes. They do say this is something they'll be continuing to look into going forward, because obviously this game's file size is a huge problem. It literally takes up hundreds of gigabytes. Now that that's out the way, let's start off with the basic content that you're going to want to know what has come with this new season. Well, firstly, we've got 3 new maps in the game. We've got a new multiplayer map with Modern Warfare 2's Scrapyard making a return. This is actually the Boneyard area from the Warzone map. It's basically the same thing. We've got a new gunfight map called Trench. Very interesting there. And we've got a new ground war map, which is the Promenade area of the Warzone map. In our new battle pass, we've got 2 new weapons, a new operator, and an awesome tier 100 skin. Our new operator, as I'm sure you're aware by now, is Captain Price from over in the campaign and the original Modern Warfare trilogy. We've got our new SMG coming up first at tier 15, which is the Fennec, also known as the Vector, and we've got a new AR, which is the CR56 AMAX. Again, this is actually the Galil, which you may be aware of from the Black Ops games. And then at tier 100, you will unlock Price with night vision goggles, which is super cool. And then obviously throughout the pass, you'll get your usual mix of emblems, blueprints, the whole lot. So in terms of playlists coming with the launch of the season, we do have some cool ones. We've got 24/7 Scrapyard, 2v2 Trench, and the Blueprint Gunfight mode, with brand new modes to come during the season, including All or Nothing, Team Defender, and a new twist on One in the Chamber. What that twist is, we really don't know yet. So the brand new weapon mastery challenges bring a whole new level of grind to Modern Warfare and Warzone like we've never seen before with Call of Duty, for those looking for that. Once you've actually unlocked gold for a weapon, these weapon mastery challenges will unlock. There is 8 challenges per weapon, each with their own rewards, with 4 player cards and 4 emblems. These are actually the ones we've seen leaked for the past few weeks, where you'll actually get cool gold, platinum, Damascus, and obsidian calling cards and emblems for each and every weapon, and then a really awesome one once you've got this on every single weapon. So these 8 challenges per weapon will actually consist of 2 kill challenges, 2 headshot challenges, and 4 additional challenges that do have to be done in a set order: gold, then platinum, then Damascus, then obsidian obviously. And once you do them, you will unlock each of these rewards one by one. And once you've completed all of them for every weapon in the game, you will get a special sticker and player card. And obviously, if you see someone with that, then they have grinded on another level, because that involves getting Damascus and then doing these 8 huge challenges for every weapon. Those players are absolutely insane. So let's talk about the Warzone content, the thing I'm sure many of you clicked on this video for. Well, Warzone does still have our usual mix of 4 modes: solos, duos, trios, and quads. Nice to see they've not messed with that, with blood money in over on the plunder side. And we do have a brand new mode in the game called Warzone Rumble. This is basically 2 teams of 50 people, 50v50. You'll parachute in, battle it out. It's basically a huge scale TDM with fast respawns, custom loadouts, vehicles. That one is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. We do also have 2 new modes coming throughout the season, including Juggernaut Royale, which will have people in Juggernaut suits. We don't know exactly how you'll get them, but you will have Juggernaut suits within this mode that will be coming later in the season, along with a brand new Realism Warzone. What Realism means? Well, I assume this is going to be like a hardcore type thing. Less health, maybe no armor. Who really knows, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. So they've actually added some brand new features to Warzone that are going to totally change up the way we play. We've got brand new contraband contracts, as well as in-game events. And no, not the way you're thinking. This is not the live event that will be happening later in the season. This is something totally different. These are little events that have a chance to happen randomly within a match that will in some way affect it. I believe only one will actually happen per match. The first type of event that can happen is called a fire sale. It will temporarily discount items in the buy station up to 80% or give one item completely free. And if a team's in-game funds are low, you can redeploy teammates completely free. This is going to be awesome. It's going to make a huge roster for buy stations, and that will be a ton of fun. The jailbreak event will actually respawn all eliminated players, giving them a second chance. So if there's a lot of people still watching the match, this could become a shit show later on in the game. This will respawn them regardless if they're a spectator, waiting in the gulag, whatever it may be. This is going to bring every single person back. And finally, we have the supply chopper. These are actually non-lethal choppers. No, these won't be shooting at you. These will actually be flying about and carrying high quality gear, and players actually have the opportunity to call them down and they will be able to get some of this awesome loot off them. And finally, we have the new contraband contracts feature. Basically, after you complete any type of contract, there is a small chance that it will spawn a contraband contract. You have to collect this case that will spawn, and you have to take it to a designated helicopter extraction zone that will be marked on the map. You have to take it there and drop it there and give it to the helicopter, and it will actually unlock you a blueprint weapon within your loadouts. That's right, not just a thing within the match, it will unlock you a blueprint, which I think is absolutely sick. Hopefully there's multiple types of blueprints you can actually get by doing multiple of these. I think that would really make this a ton of fun and a lot more replayability to grind for in Warzone. So along with all the cool new content updates, we do also have our usual mix of bug fixes and patches that don't really do too much. They just make the game a little bit more playable, a little bit more fun for everyone involved. Over on the Spec Ops side of things, as we've come to expect, there is little to no new content here. Obviously at first we were getting new operations, we were getting a ton of new stuff on a regular basis, but it does seem like due to the problems of that mode at launch, where the player base wasn't being kept very high, interest wasn't very high, it does seem like they have actually abandoned that mode fully to, well, I guess focus on the rest of the game along with the Modern Warfare sequel. We do still have a new modified Spec Ops mission, which I guess is just a fun little mission to give us a cool reward, just to keep the player base of that mode tided over a bit. This one is called Just Reward. There's regular and veteran versions of it, both of which will offer you a cool new reward, which I guess is nothing to complain about. We do also have a new intro cutscene for this season that does set up where the story is going, and I will be playing that cutscene after I do the outro right at the end of the video. Obviously, in various pieces of marketing material for this season, we do see a gas operator is visible in a lot of different places, and he's even visible in the intro cutscene for this season, so we don't really know when he's going to be coming. Obviously, Price is our character within the Battle Pass this season, so I would guess the gas from the campaign will actually be coming to the store a little bit later in the season, unfortunately. Who will come next season? Well, if I was to put my bets on it, I'd guess Farah from the campaign, or maybe Soap coming in from the original Modern Warfare trilogy. We really don't know. So to give my honest review of the amount of content that has come with this new season, I'll be honest, I think it's a little bit underwhelming on the multiplayer side of things. It is very clear that their big focus here was on Warzone. I mean, Promenade and Scrapyard, our new multiplayer maps, are literally reused content from the Warzone mode that have been in the game since launch. I mean, they could have dropped these maps ages ago, but they chose to wait. I mean, it's at least very cool to see big new features coming into Warzone with the contraband contracts and the in-game events, and we will be seeing that big live event coming later in the season, so it's not all bad, I guess. It does seem like Warzone is going to get a ton of stuff, but it does seem like with development obviously starting to get to a bigger point on Modern Warfare 2, which will be coming next year, along with stuff with Warzone being just so popular that it does seem like multiplayer and Spec Ops have been pushed aside a little bit, which is a big shame. So I think with that, we are actually going to wrap up this video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to drop a like down below to show your support. Let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited about with the launch of this season, and when do you think and what do you think is going to happen with that big Warzone live event. As I did say, we're going to roll the trailer just in a little minute here, just as I end this video off. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you on more Modern Warfare content. Bye!
Gulags, bunkers, and weapons of mass destruction. This is Viktor Zakhaev. His father was a Soviet-era hero who wanted a world war he never got. So Viktor found a willing partner to fulfill his father's wishes. Al-Assad had an axe to grind against the superpowers. He was free, armed, and turned loose. Coalition and Allegiance forces signed treaties and sent in their best to restore order. But Zakhaev pulled strings, sowed distrust, and divided. We turned our guns back on each other, just like he wanted. Intel says there's still a hidden world here and plans to use it. It's a bloody powder keg. The Zakayev's already lit the fuse.